Hey everybody, welcome back. If you are new to my channel, I am Dani and I like to make videos about fashion, about fitness. Today's video is a completely new series I'm starting, and you're probably like, first of all, dude, why do you look gross right now? Well, for one, because I am going to work out soon, and also that's not very nice to say. And second of all, Danielle, why do you look so smart? And it's really because of these blue light glasses, which I think I'm gonna take off because they're glaring anyway, so bye girl. So for today's video, I thought that it would be really helpful to make a video about motivation in terms of exercise. One of my friends, shout out to Shalia, asked me, how do you get motivated to work out every single day? This could be doing at-home workouts, this could be at the gym, this could be at a group fitness class. Like, how the hell do you do it and stay on track, right? So I know that some people are really good, and I like to use the word disciplined at working out. They just go every day, they get their stuff done, and then they move on with their life. And sometimes it's harder for people. Hello, motivation, where are you? Especially right now with being at home. There's way more time to get distracted. There's way more time to put working out off because you are basically sitting in your gym all day, which is your house. So I wanted to just make a video about how motivation in terms of working out can help you. Facts and statistics just based off of motivation in general, based off of motivation and exercise as well. So I'm gonna go through that, and then I'm also going to share 10 tips at the end of what I personally do to motivate myself to work out or even just get shit done. You know, sometimes I even do these tips in terms of like taking out the trash or doing the laundry, which is like, girl, come on, really, like you can't do that without being motivated, but it's true. Sometimes you can't, especially when you're lazy like me. Without further ado, I will be pulling out my 10 tips. I'm finishing up my protein shake too, because for lunch I had pizza and a protein shake because it's all about balance, right? So I took a couple days to do some research just on motivation in general. I personally really find motivation in other ways other than just somebody being like, just do it, and once you get it done, you'll feel great. It's like, it's not that easy. You know, it's definitely a mental and psychological thing. And if somebody were to tell me to do something, I would say, honey, who do you think you are? All right, so the first thing that I want to do is define motivation. What is motivation? And motivation, per Google, which is obviously the most informative source out there, says the reason or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way. So obviously people do certain things for a reason. They're motivated by money, or they're motivated by power, by love, X, Y, and Z. So what is truly something that is going to push you to do something else? Cause and effect, really. And then underneath the definition of motivation on Google, it has these people as motivational people. You got Oprah, obviously, the Opes is like #1 motivational. You got Michael Jordan, and then you have, like, who decided that was okay? He motivates me to want to go to another country and live there. And so I guess he's doing a good job with that part of it. So some motivating factors in this graphic right here: endurance, power, you know, if you want to really push that weight, and if you want to get to a higher weight, if you want to run longer, more focus, because if you can exercise, you focus on that activity and you're going to be able to do that move correctly. So there's two different types of motivation for an action that you're doing. So for example, extrinsic motivation can be you putting your workout gear in the car the night before you go to the gym, so you know it's there for the next day. That's an extrinsic motivation because that's something that's external, you see it. Intrinsic motivation will be basically the effect of the extrinsic motivation. You put your things in the car the night before, you go to the gym, you get it done, and it's giving you that motivation to keep going every week or every day or every second. And it gets you ready to go and in the mindset. And also, experts say that it takes about 2 weeks or 14 days to form a habit and stick to it. So if you're able to get over that hump, it is really tough. But once you make it over that hump and you start seeing those results, you want to stick to it. So actually the next thing that I'll talk about in terms of motivation or getting something done is the rolling stone effect. And actually my boyfriend taught me about this. I didn't even know it was a thing, but basically it's the same as the domino effect. Picture a stone at the top of a mountain. Here you go. Picture this. And all you need to do to move that stone to have it roll down the mountain is one tiny push. For example, say you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you do, like after you poop, I guess, is making breakfast, making coffee. So once I get that done, I'm like, you know what? I made my coffee. Now what's on to the next thing on my to-do list for the day? Okay, it's going out for a run. Perfect. I got my coffee, I got my poop, and let's do this. So you can see that just waking up and making your coffee, that led me to do other activities throughout the day. So that's basically the rolling stone effect, or I like to call it the domino effect, because it's one action leading to the other, leading to the other, leading to the other. Whew. One positive experience can just be a catalyst for everything else to set your day up. Now, this is something that a lot of people talk about in the beginning of the year, and I'm sure either you're one of them or you're somebody who knows about one of these people, but 73% of people who set fitness goals as a New Year's resolution give them up before the end of February. So 42% say it's too difficult to follow a diet or workout regimen. But I understand that maybe if people are new to the gym, they're a little nervous, then that could be an excuse or a reason why they might not be necessarily motivated to keep going back, especially if they're not seeing results right away. 38% of people say that it's too tough to get back on track once they fall off the wagon. I can't even tell you how many times I've fallen off the wagon in terms of working out, in terms of even doing YouTube videos, or even working in general. And if you feel like you fell off the wagon and you can't get back on, you just need the right support. You need the right people in your lane telling you, dude, you got this, just keep going, just keep doing it. Not pressuring, not forcing you to do it, but being there for you to talk to listen to, and just bounce ideas off of each other. So the last statistic, and the reason why a lot of people don't go back to the gym after the end of February, because 36% say it's hard to find the time to go. For example, when I was living down in Central Jersey and I was commuting to the city every day, which is about an hour and a half each way, I would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to the gym. Some people are like, what? Why would you do that? Like, who are you? And the reason I would do it is because it just made me get up, start my day early, get in a positive mindset for the rest of the day, and just plug along. It worked for me. I understand it doesn't work for everybody, but there is enough time in the day if you make it. If you make enough time, it'll happen. If you don't want to put the time in because you have other things going on, sometimes you just can't get to the gym one day. Life goes on, you'll be okay. But there's definitely ways to work around it. So after I researched some different facts and stats, I also looked into a couple of ways that people do get motivated. So one way that somebody can get motivated is group fitness classes. Yay! You have all of these different apps, all of these different types of group fitness classes out there, thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon millions upon billions. So I found a study from Medical News Today. It researched 790 post-grads. It broke them up into 4 groups. 2 groups had a competition exercise basis behind them. 2 groups did not. They just had regular gym time that they could do. At the end of the study, the exercise class attendance rate went up 90% because there was social support between the participants. So what do I mean by social support? Getting people together, telling them they can do it, keep pushing them to, do the best they can to show up. Also, prizes were offered for attending the class. So you're like, oh, I can get like a fucking Amazon gift card if I go to this exercise class. All right, sign me up, I'm down. And like, sometimes people don't even care about the fact that they're working out. They just want something tangible at the end. So if you got that Amazon gift card, I know I'd be there. I also found on NBCnews.com that one study found 95% of those who started a weight loss program with friends, they completed that program. It's another reason that it's so good to go with your friends, because you can socialize before and after, and you can get that workout in as well. Now, what's great about personal trainers and what's great about group fitness instructors is, they're mostly the ideal person that's going to help you out in your fitness journey, which I hate saying, but it's true. And these are gonna be the people that inspire everyone else to keep going and keep chugging along and get through the class. You always want to find a great person that's going to positively enforce you to keep coming back. So for people who want to be a part of something, this can be a great motivator. This doesn't mean you need to download ClassPass right away. Obviously, that's not really happening right now anyway, but it can be a great motivator. So that is one way that I have seen people really flourish and thrive in exercise. Also, terms and conditions for certain apps or for certain classes apply, so that kind of keeps you motivated as well. If you know that you have to pay a $45 fee for not showing up to a class, it's probably gonna make you go. Hello.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
Hi.
Nobody can even see it. Hold on, I want to separate. So I've tried numerous ways on how to motivate myself, not just for working out, but basically for anything. I've tried to-do lists. I've tried scheduling days out of the week that I'm going to go to the gym or I'm going to do a certain thing. I've tried to talk myself off a cliff in terms of not even working out on a certain day. So my first tip is to write down a to-do list every day on what the hell you're doing for the day, which includes exercise. So make sure that that is one of the things that you are doing if it's something that you're intending on focusing on for that day. If you can make a to-do list for work, you can definitely make a to-do list for your own personal life. My second tip is to schedule your week. So you don't need to write down every moment that you're breathing every day of every week, but what you can do is say, oh, Tuesday I'm grabbing dinner with my friends, so I'm going to go to the gym in the morning, or Wednesday I'm going to a movie, so I think I'm going to make that my off day. Play around with the days, and that'll keep you motivated to actually go on certain days when you know that you have other things going on and you can enjoy them without feeling guilty. So I talked about this a little bit through the video, but talking yourself off a cliff, really hard to tell yourself, okay, let's just get this done and let's start it now. Sometimes it takes a little while. Sometimes it takes me 2 hours to even get to the point where I'm ready to work out. So usually what I do is I tell myself it'll feel great while I'm doing it. It'll feel even better after it's over. You'll feel accomplished, and you can do whatever you want for the rest of the day. My fourth tip is have coffee or pre-workout before you work out. Something that kind of gets you energized if that's something you like, or even an energy drink. I know some people really like that as well. So something that you can sit down, chill for a little bit, and think about what you're gonna do for your workout, and it gets you in the zone because you get that extra boost of caffeine. The fifth thing that I do to motivate myself is I plan on what I'm going to either watch or listen to while I'm working out. So usually if I go to the gym and I'm doing my own strength workout, I'll listen to a podcast or I'll listen to music or something. Now, if I'm doing home workouts, my guilty pleasure is reality television. If you know me, you know I watch basically anything on Bravo. And I look forward to workouts when I have a new episode of something that I'm watching. And it just kind of keeps me going and distracts me while I'm doing my home workout. Another motivating factor for me is social media. And I think, along with a lot of other people, that social media is very polarizing. You can either have great people that you can follow who are positive influences, or other people who might be negative influences, not because they want to be, but because maybe they have the ideal body that you want, and for whatever reason you get frustrated looking at them being like, I want to look like that person. I mean, it happens to me all the time, but I love following people who are educated in exercise and kinesiology and body science as a whole, that know what they're talking about and that don't make you feel guilty when you don't feel like working out or eating healthy one day. So certain people that I love to follow are Rebecca Louise. She's a YouTuber and she also has her own workout plans. So He Fit. So she is an exercise science guru. She's into strength training as well, and she's very knowledgeable on all of that. So if you want more body science information, she's great to follow. Brett Contreras is awesome. They call him the glute guy, and he trains and kicks ass with a bunch of women who train in strength training, mostly for the lower body. Lisa Fit is great too. I love her workouts. I've been doing a lot of her HIIT workouts recently at home. She has a killer body, and she also knows what she's talking about in terms of fitness. The Sam Plan, so she is from California and she has great body image positive content, and I like to follow her because she posts like the most amazing looking burgers and protein coffees, and I just like want to be her friend. She seems awesome. So those are some people that I follow on social media that I think are positive motivators. My seventh tip for exercise motivation. So determine your why. Why are you working out? Is it for purely aesthetic reasons, to look swole? Is it for clarity, mental clarity, for almost this sort of meditation reason? Is it to socialize with your friends? Determine your why and make sure you know why you're doing it. If it's going to be for something that is going to negatively affect you and stress you out, throw that out the window, start over, because you do not want that negativity while you're working out. You're just not going to feel good while you work out if one reason that you want to work out is to just get thin and have nothing else come from it. You want to be able to have a set and positive reason why you're going to be doing what you're doing. My 8th tip for working out is to set a goal for myself every single time I go, whether it be lift an extra 5 pounds on the deadlift that I'm doing or get another rep in. Anything that makes me set a small tiny goal that's tangible, you'll see the body changes as you keep going, keep setting those goals, and it'll also help you really mentally keep telling yourself you're able to do this and you don't need anybody to tell you different. Tip number 9 for motivation, get a personal trainer. I know that it's expensive, but if you have the means to afford them, you will not miss out. The person that is training you, make sure they're knowledgeable, make sure they're friendly and fun, and make sure that they change programs with you at least once a month or once every 6 weeks. And they are positive forces on your life. They're checking in every day or every other day. They're asking you if you need a change. They're asking you if you like what you're doing. And if you have questions about exercise or nutrition, if they're certified in nutrition, they can help you out there too. It's just a great source. And also them scheduling a couple workouts with you every week or maybe every other week, depending on what you want to do. It makes you excited and motivated to go back to them if you enjoy working with them. And my 10th tip is, if you don't want to work out on a certain day, don't do it. Don't put yourself through that stress. If you're sitting there for 3 hours saying, should I not? You probably shouldn't that day, but that doesn't mean that you need to do that every day. And you need to make sure that you can balance the days that you have off versus the days that you are going to be working out and doing something positive for your body. Another fun tip that I just threw in just for an extra is that motivation doesn't happen overnight. It definitely takes time to get motivated, to get excited, to find what you really, really love in exercise. The most important thing to motivate yourself to work out is to do something that you enjoy. If you hate what you're doing, why are you working out? Or why are you doing a certain thing? So don't think that right away you're gonna get motivated. I know it didn't happen for me, and sometimes it still doesn't happen, and it's like pulling teeth trying to make me go to the gym or make me do my home workout. But if you feel like it's something that you really want, you'll be motivated and disciplined enough to get it done, and I have all the faith in you. So if you have any other good motivation tips in terms of exercise, in terms of life, in terms of eating healthy, leave a comment below. And if I missed anything, please let me know, because I would love to learn more. I would love to teach you guys more too. So this is my first episode of Dani Learns. There will be a lot more, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And comment down below on what other things you want me to learn, you want me to talk about, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.